Hi, my name's Tom. I'm going to talk to you about the Fruit Machine project. So the image that I started off with was of three old ladies, and they were all wearing trench coats, headscarves, handbags and carrier bags. And then the song that I was given was On the Aeroplane Over the Sea. And the song sort of talks about living in the moment when you're young, living in the here and now, because one day you'll be old and you don't want to spend your life worrying about it. And then when the narrator eventually does become old, he loses someone he loves. And then to connect this to a personal experience, I did struggle to start off with, but I eventually came up with the idea of including my grandma's dementia to connect these two original sources. As sometimes she can forget stuff, she might be a bit confused, and over time she loses more and more of her memory. So in a way, she's losing some of the happier times in her life. They're sort of fading away, and I was really intrigued by this. And I also like the idea of exploring something that isn't physical in a way. You can't really see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, or touch it. So I was excited to visually represent something that you can't really see. So yeah, I'm going to show you my sketchbook. Here's my sketchbook. So this drawing was in response to me drawing to the song. So I chose like blue and yellow because the song had this sort of happy and sort of sad tone, and what it was talking about was similar as well. And then this is a line drawing of the image that I started off with, and then focused more on the silhouette of the three ladies and their coats, just to get some abstract shapes. And then did a drawing using like pen, thicker felt pen, and some oil pastel. Then this is a collage I did of an old and young lady, and how these squiggly lines sort of fading memories. And then similar sort of thing here again. And then this is where I started to look at more of the brain scans, because I was really intrigued by the symmetry of them and the really intricate natural and organic patterns that you can see within the brain. And when you have dementia, the brain actually shrinks. So I like the idea of like the fading, something getting sort of smaller and changing shape. And yeah, that's my grandma there when we were on holiday, and she looked very happy there, which is nice. And then this is just a collage. So I found some brain scans on when I was researching, and then I went onto Photoshop and drew the symmetrical patterns, and then I've just drawn them out here onto some like watercolor that I blew using a straw to get this sort of like shooting out effect. Then I was just experimenting with color here and the fading. I also chose to use red and purple as my key colors within this project, because I interviewed my grandma and asked her about dementia, like memories, happy memories, forgetting, and I also asked her about the colors that she associates with happy memories and forgetting. and they were actually the same, both red and purple, which I found quite interesting. And she said it's sort of like a happy memory, although it's remembering something happy in her life. There's a sort of bittersweet tone to it, because now she's old, she may not be able to experience those sorts of happy memories again. And she's sort of sad in a way that she is coming to the end of her life, I guess. And then these are some fashion illustrations that I did in the workshop. Yeah, and then I'm just going to show you some of the samples that I made. So when researching brain scans, I wanted to explore these patterns, and it reminded me of marbling. So I tried marbling onto, this is some like white linen, using the red and purple color scheme. I tried doing it on some organza as well, but because of the fabric's properties, the pattern didn't stick, but it did give this kind of nice, like blurred sort of pattern. It's a bit more messy. And then I started manipulating them. So here's a little scrunched up sort of sample, which I was looking at sort of like the confusion and the messy like feel. And then I did cut some holes in these, so like fading away and breaking down. And then I also liked the idea of layering. So I looked here, I layered lots of pieces of organza that I painted to create sort of fading in color pattern, I guess, which I like the most, I think. And then I did some pleating, so I did one just organza, then organza and the linen on top, and then just the linen marbled print. And then I just got lots of other samples here, so that I just haven't used. I did some on calico and on paper. And yeah, that's about it.